Hey guys, welcome back to Sparkle with Key. My name is Kier for those of you who are new. And if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I have Talk with Key Mondays, and then I have Fashion Fridays where I just, give my little fashion tips and advice. So if you're interested in either one, like I said, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So today, you guys, it's going to be a little different. I'm basically going to be talking about be true to yourself. I'm going to do things a little different this video. I kind of want to just talk about my personal struggles and kind of what I plan on doing to fix these things that I struggle with. It's kind of, my truth a little. I'm being a little vulnerable right now. So I hope you guys enjoy this style of video. You can let me know. But yeah, we're just gonna get right on into it. So recently I have been doing a fast and I've really been getting to know myself a lot better, and God has been showing me a lot of my flaws that I need to work on, and being true to myself is one of them. I have to be true to me at all times, and I'm gonna explain why it's hard for me to, or was hard for me to be true to myself. He gave me, I typed it up. He gave me, so on November 22nd, 2 messages came to my phone almost back to back, and they spoke to me so clearly. And I was like, man, this is crazy. And then the crazy thing is, this topic, I had wrote down like 22 different topics that I wanted to talk about. And this was the last one that was on the list. And it goes perfectly with everything that I had just been dealing with and what I was receiving. So that's why I'm talking about it today. So the 2 messages that I got, the first one, it says, focus on yourself. Stop checking up on them and let them go in peace. What's meant for you will come. It's time to shift your focus onto your goals and grind. When I read that, that was when I woke up. I read that and I was like, bruh. Okay. Second one is let go. Let go of expecting people to be a certain way just because you are. Stop wanting to be understood and instead love who you are. So, I don't know about y'all. Like I said, this is just me being honest, being vulnerable, talking about me and my experience and what I was going through. But those 2 things spoke to me so loud and clear, and it was just crazy. Like, I started to realize that I was a people pleaser, and not in a good way. It was almost like I was so worried about everyone liking me, or no one really having a problem with me, or wanted people to like me, that I would sometimes bite my tongue, or sometimes I would say things or do things that I knew that person or those people would like, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but sometimes it can come off as if you're being fake. And I feel like that's where I was headed to, because it was just not necessarily that I was being fake. It was just, it wasn't me. I wasn't being true to Kier. And if I didn't agree with someone, I would either just not say anything, which can be a good thing, or I would just nod and kind of agree with whatever they were saying, kind of just keep the peace. I didn't like confrontation, so it was just I would just, please everybody else. Even if that meant I wasn't truly being Kier. And I felt like in certain aspects I was afraid, because like I said, I wanted everybody to like me. I didn't want anybody to have issues with me, so I would tweak and change little things if I felt like somebody was going to judge me, or if I felt like that type of personality didn't vibe with that person over there. So I would tweak it a little bit. So it was I kept having to almost be a chameleon when I went into different group settings or different friend settings or whatever, because that's just how I felt. That could be It could all be in my head, honestly. But that's just how I felt, and that's how I was operating. And that was just not good, honestly. So, you know, if you do that, just try not to do it. Like, I used to be so worried about, like, who's talking about me, who likes me, who doesn't like me, who, you know, who is genuinely my friend, who's not genuinely my friend. Do they really want to hang out, or do they not want to hang out? If I don't check up on this person, will they still be cool with me? If I don't call this person for a little while, are they still gonna want to be my friend? All those little things. And it was just like, I was so concerned with being liked. Like I said, people pleaser. I wanted everybody to be happy, and I wanted everybody to like me. And it didn't matter if I wasn't being me at the time. It didn't faze me like that. But it got to a point where I was just super, super, super unhappy with it. When it comes to my style as well, like the way that I dressed, it even got to a point where I had stopped dressing the way that I truly like dressing, because certain people in my life made me feel insecure about being extra, as they would say. Everybody knows that I'm extra, and everybody knows that I love clothes and be dressed up no matter what. But it was certain people that were super close to me that made me feel super insecure about it. And I will always question myself, like, am I too dressed up for this event? Is this doing too much? To the point where I was starting to ask people, like, confirming, is my outfit, like, chill or dulled down enough for this event or anything like that. So, in that aspect, I wasn't even being myself with the way that I dressed. And like I said, I think all of this started to make me really feel kind of depressed and not happy, because I wasn't being me, and I wasn't loving myself or allowing myself to do the things that I love to do or be the person that I am. So I was just trying to be like this mold that everybody can just shape me however they want, and I just end up being their little puppet or their little person that they molded instead of just standing firm and being who I am and enjoying who I am and loving who I am. So yeah, and another thing that is along with that is I used to be so adamant about explaining myself. Like, I felt like everybody had to understand my thoughts, my reasonings for anything, my feelings, just understand me as a person. So I would legit explain every little thing. Like, it was actually ridiculous. Like, if I couldn't go out with some friends, I would explain to you why I couldn't go out, like, down to the T. Like, I had to give like a full story, like a paragraph of why I couldn't go out that night. And it's just like, some stuff is just like, chill out. Like, it's not that serious. You can't go, point blank, period. That is what it is. But Kier wanted to be pleasing to everybody and wanted you to know that it wasn't that I didn't want to go. It was because of this and that. But if I really didn't want to go, who really cares? If you don't want to go, you don't want to go. And if you want to go and you can't go because you ain't got nobody to watch your kids, then it just is what it is. They don't need to know everything. Just tell them you can't make it. Catch you later. It is what it is. Even with my husband used to be like, here, give me a simple yes or no. You don't need to explain yourself. We don't need all of that. Just give me yes or no. And it was so hard for me. Like, I feel like there's always a reason. I even told him, like, I used to tell my husband and my best friend, like, there's always a reason. There's a reason why you feel like that. There's a reason why you think like that. There's a reason for this. There's a reason for that. And I felt like I needed to know the reason, and I felt like I needed to give the reason. And it's just like, sis, everybody ain't gonna understand you, even if you break it all the way down 100% to the T. Everybody is not for you, and everybody is not gonna understand you. So you need to just chill out and just say what it is at the end of the day. I have 3 tips that I'm personally doing to help me better myself. Y'all, how cute is my pillow? I know y'all probably seen it 1,001 times, but I don't know why. I just felt like I needed to show you guys. But 'tis the season to sparkle. Y'all already know. Sparkle me, boo. Y'all wait till y'all see my birthday nails. Like, it's finna be lit. Everything sparkly, okay? Sparkle with Key, okay? But I have 3 tips. Sorry, y'all. I have 3 tips that I'm pretty much giving myself and anybody else out there that's kind of dealing with being true to themselves. So my first tip that I have is stop worrying and focusing on others to the point where it's affecting your lifestyle, and shift your focus to things that's going to help you grow. My things that I shifted my focus on is God and my goals. Those 2 things I feel like put together will allow, or it will get me to a place where I can receive what is for me and also fulfill my purpose. And with me just focusing on bettering me, for one, focusing on my goals and focusing on God, He's going to lead me to where I need to be, have everything that I need, and what is for me is for me. I don't have to strive for it. I don't have to go out there and push super hard for it. Listen and follow His direction, and that's simple. Tip number 2 that I have is change my perspective. So instead of the saying, treat people how they treat you, which I feel like is just no way to live, and I feel like it has just contaminated, I'm gonna just say, my brain, and change my perspective to treat people how you want to be treated. I know we've all heard that, and we were all told that, but sometimes in certain instances it gets a little hard. And like I said, that I'ma treat you how you treat me type slogan has kind of overridden has canceled out treat people how you want to be treated. But I really truly believe if you treated everyone exactly how you would want to be treated, and if everybody did that, our world would be so different. Without expecting people to just, it's like you have to treat people how you want to be treated, but don't expect them to treat you the same way, or just don't expect them to treat you the same way back. Now, you don't have to deal with disrespect or people treating you bad or people walking all over you. There's a way to be respectful and dismiss people that need to be dismissed out of your life that's treating you like trash. But you don't have to treat them like trash, you know what I mean? Even though you may want to, but you don't have to treat them like trash. And also, like, don't expect people to treat you exactly the way that you treat them. So yes, you could treat somebody a certain way, but don't expect them to reciprocate it the same way that you dished it out. You know what I mean? So for example, like me and my husband, we love each other and we treat each other good in our own way. There were times where I expected him to treat me or do something for me exactly the way that I would have done it for him. But that causes problems, because then I'm looking at him sideways like, why wouldn't you do it like this, and that? But who's to say his way isn't good? And who's to say he doesn't love me? Or who's to say he loves me less just because he treated me a different way? So just remember, treat people how you want to be treated. What you put out is what you're going to receive. You may not receive it exactly the way that you put it out, but it's still going to be good. And just don't dismiss it just because it's not how you would have done it, because I know I've done that a lot. And then my last tip that I have is basically to love myself, flaws and all. Just like I talked about in my self-love video. I'll have that linked somewhere around here. But love myself truly. Love myself and be true to myself all the time, no matter what, around whoever. Either you're gonna love me or you're gonna hate me, and that's just what it's gonna be. I can't keep being who everybody wants me to be. And if you think I'm too loud and too extra, I'm sorry. If you think I'm just stuck up and quiet, I'm sorry. I'm a mix of both, and that's me, and that's who I'm gonna be. And like I said, I just gotta learn to, people, it's always gonna be somebody that doesn't like you regardless. It doesn't matter if you do everything right that they want you to do. Somebody's not gonna like you, and I just have to accept it. I just can't, everybody can't like me. Everybody can't be for me, and I just have to love me. If I'm not gonna love me, who's gonna love me? So yes, that was my last tip, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you like this style of video, let me know. I can do more. It's a bit vulnerable and all of that, but once I get it out, it's like I can ingest positive stuff. So I've let out all the negative, now I can, all the positivity come my way. But yeah, like I said, please give me a thumbs up. Comment down below what you struggle with. Do you struggle with being true to yourself? If so, how? DM me, let me know. Like I said, I want to communicate with you guys, talk, vibe, just, you know, get to know everybody or whatever. I'm sorry, stuff flying around. But I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys. You have a great week and a great Monday, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.